Hello, it's Daniel. I'm here again with another update, and hopefully I just had my second to last orthodontist appointment. I'm at month 10 and a half now and feeling great. To give you a quick look here and then give you a rundown of what's going on. So on my last orthodontist appointment, a couple things were accomplished. First, they took the wire out per usual and tweaked it a little bit. My incisor here on my left side was just a little low, so they wanted to bring that down, tweak that wire a little bit. And the last 4 or 5 appointments that I've had, each time they pull the wire off, they pull the power chain off and replace the power chain. Now, I've spoken about power chains in my previous videos. You can find it there. But here's an up-close look at it. I don't think I had an actual one to look at. As you can see there, the closed power chain is the one that's on the top, and that's what I currently have. The open power chain is the one that's on the bottom there, and you can see the difference is you have your rubber loops there, and the closed ones are obviously closer together, open ones are further apart. So the closed ones are what have been used on me because my teeth are already pretty close together. They just need a little tweaking. I'm guessing the open are used on teeth that are larger or people that have larger gaps to kind of ease into having your teeth touch together. But the first day that I got those power chains on, man, I could feel it. And each time they put a new set on, it seems like it just tweaks it just a little bit more and really pulls it down. So I got a new power chain, and as always, I would suggest asking for a silver, a clear, or a white power chain just so it blends in with your teeth. Now, you may want to get crunk and get a pink or purple one on there, but that's not my style. Maybe it's your style. Anyways, what else they did, they put an alginate impression in my mouth to get an impression for permanent retainers. Now this is a lingual side retainer that will be permanent and will be bonded to on my uppers, my upper 2 to 2, and on my lowers it'll be bonded on the inside from 3 to 3. Now they give you, what they do is they stick this white tray that looks kind of like a retainer already, but it's just lumped up with white goo, and they put that in your mouth, and you hold you hold the top set for about 90 seconds. They take that out, and then they do that again with your bottom set of teeth. And they give you a choice of flavors. It's almost like you're going to a bar and can order a cocktail because it's like strawberry, banana, chocolate, mint. I went with the mint. Sounded good. It tasted pretty good too. And I was happy that it didn't touch my gag reflex because I thought, man, having something right up in my grill for about 90 seconds and it's hard to breathe, think like maybe I'll gag, but no worries. I didn't gag. I don't think most people do. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's a short period of time. It's less than 90 seconds, I think, for most people that they have the impression in there, and then they take it out. So as you can see, obviously I still have my braces on, and that impression was strictly for the lingual side, the inside of my teeth, for the bonded retainer that I'll have after I get my braces off. And that retainer is strictly to help keep especially the front teeth in place. I'll have a nighttime retainer that I put in, but those are removable, the normal clear retainers that you think of, and this guy will be bonded to the inside. My rubber bands, they did switch up a little bit. Before I was just wearing them just at night, my last visit. Now they have me wearing them for 24 hours. So, and I have an interesting pattern. As I mentioned before, they're wanting to bring this incisor down, so I'm going boom from my hook there and on my bottom two. And on the right side, they're wanting to help shift my midline because my midline, the very center line between my top teeth and my bottom teeth, is off just a little bit. So this is my top midline and this is my bottom midline. Should be here. It's over here a little bit. And they're wanting to tweak that. So we've got a rubber band going from the back all the way up to the front, and then at night I wear one that's on my bottom right and goes all the way up and crosses to my top left. So I can't even really talk or use my tongue when I have my nighttime rubber bands in, which is a little interesting, but I'm happy to do whatever's necessary to get that midline shifted. And right now I am on the Fox rubber bands, which are, as I had shown you before, kind of the smaller, skinnier rubber bands. And so they don't really hurt much, but just like every visit I've had, after randomly a couple days after, one tooth will really be kind of loose and in pain, and then a week later, another tooth in a different spot of my mouth will be loose and in pain. So if you incur that, don't be alarmed. It's normal, at least in my experience. And since I've had my braces on now for 10.5 months, I've been noticing that my teeth are getting quite stained in the crevices and cracks that I can't quite reach with my toothbrush. So I've started using some whitening products. Now, the orthodontist sent me home with some fluoride that he specifically recommends each one of his orthodontist patients to use to brush their teeth after they use normal toothpaste, to do this fluoride treatment afterwards. Now, I found this teeth whitening mouthwash by Rembrandt that has the same amount of fluoride, percentage of fluoride, that toothpaste that he sent me home with, and this is whitening fluoride. So you get the cavity protection of fluoride, and you get the whitening protection, or the whitening benefit of this mouthwash. So this Rembrandt mouthwash, and I went ahead and got the toothpaste too to go along with it. And I found it beneficial to use 2 different toothbrushes, just so you get different brushes, different angles, different heads moving around on your teeth to help clean, different areas better. So I tried to brush my teeth each time I brush them at night twice. Once with the whitening toothpaste, once with the normal toothpaste, and then I use this whitening mouthwash as well. So now at 10.5 months, I'm also eating pretty much whatever I can. Although there's a couple things I still stay away from and avoid. Those are nuts, just because peanuts, walnuts, pecans, all of those get stuck in my teeth and are a booger to get out. Also, I have not had popcorn, and that's probably the hardest thing for me, because I'm not gonna love me some popcorn. And I look forward to munching on that soon. And also just chewy stuff, taffies, gummy bears, stuff like that. I don't really eat those much at all normally, but with these braces, I eat them zilch, none at all. And another thing that would be smart, I wish someone would have given me the heads up on, is red velvet cake and other cakes with high amount of food coloring in them. The red velvet cake, I ate it, and I got some of that dye inside of some of my braces brackets. Now, I eventually got it out, but it took 10-15 minutes of brushing, flossing, rinsing, tooth picking, and all that stuff to get it out. But that dye is so concentrated, it mixes with your spit and gets literally everywhere in your brackets. So heavily dye foods, I would avoid staying away from them, unless you like picking the old teeth for 10, 15, 20 minutes. So that concludes my little update here. I'm going to show you photos from the beginning till my last visit that I just had. And then also at the end of this video, I'm going to have all of my previous video links all over this page and all over your computer, so you can quickly see all the rest of the videos and kind of get up to speed if this is your first video. If you have any questions, please ask me. Subscribe to the channel if you want to continue to get updates, and have a great day with your braces. Remember, no pain, no gain. It's worth it. Stay the course. If you don't have braces and you're thinking about getting them, get them, because it's worth it.